Is like not around. So yeah, Tadasana at the back of your mat. Anytime I move, but I'm verbally telling you to do something else, just follow what I say rather than what I do. I might just move to get in your line of sight. So do as I say, not as I do. So yeah, let's stand in Tadasana. Roll those shoulders up to your ears and down the back, and allow your palms to be nice and wide facing forward. Feet should be about hips point distance apart, maybe a little bit wider for more stability. And maybe you rock up and down on your toes and then the heel, finding a nice midline here and a nice balance. Maybe you bring the toes up, spread them out, and bring them back down nice and active. Thighs engaged so that the kneecaps come up a little bit. Try to keep a posterior tilt with the spine so that you're not doing the duck butt. So check out all those little points of posture. Reach from the crown of your head. Make the back of the neck long with a little tuck of the chin. And just stand here for a moment. Feeling nice and grounded, supported, strong, long spine, thighs engaged, palms open and receiving. And breathe deep here. Maybe focus on your breath for the first time today. Maybe inhale through the nose. Hold at the top for a second. Maybe take one more sip in. And exhale out the mouth in a sigh. Let's do a couple more like that. Inhaling, holding at the top for just a beat. Taking one more sip of air. And exhaling out the mouth. And do a few more of those at your own pace. Maybe close your eyes if you haven't already. And just notice the sounds around you. Notice how your body feels. Awesome. When you're ready, you can come back to a normal breath. And from here, we'll inhale, arms overhead. Maybe your gaze goes up to stretching long through the body. And exhale the hands back down. We'll try that again, this time inhaling, maybe a little bend in the knees, and exhaling, hands in a cactus shape. Inhaling, straighten legs and arms. Exhale, pull back, open through the chest. Just a little chair pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, straighten out, and exhale, bring your hands to your side. If it feels good, maybe you interlace your fingers behind the back and open the chest again a little bit more. Can even take your hands at the small of the back and press the hips forward for a little back bend here. Nice and supported, not too severe. And on an inhalation, come back to neutral. Spread the feet out a little bit wider than the hips, and we'll do some hip rolls, which always makes me think of SpongeBob. bring it around town. Warming up the spine, warming up our hips. And maybe switching directions. A few more of these. And come back to neutral. And before we start moving, let's just shake all that out. Shake the toes, the legs, shoulders, just like move around while I turn my music up. I hope you're getting weird with it in your house by yourself. Maybe you dance, I don't know. Maybe you twerk, I can't twerk. And sorry, stay at the back of your mat. Inhale to come to the tippy toes. Engage through the calves here. Hold at the top if you can. And exhale to slowly lower. We'll do a couple more of those. Inhale, come to the tops of the toes. Exhale, slowly lower. One more, inhale to the top. Engage through those calves. Warming up those ankles. And exhale, feet to mat. This time, inhale to the top of your tippy toes and slowly walk to the front of your mat on tiptoe. And if you lose your balance halfway, come back up and try it again. Taking little baby steps to the top of your mat. And when you get there, land down in a mountain pose again. And we'll inhale, arms overhead, and exhale to fold. In this fold, we'll just hang out for a little beat, bending in one knee and then the other, swaying the body back and forth. Maybe you shake your head yes and no. Do whatever feels nice here. If it feels good, you can straighten the knees a little bit. Work the hamstrings. But if you have tight hamstrings, feel free to melt the chest over your thighs. Honoring where your body is at. And if you've got your elbows clasped, release that. And if it feels okay, stay in the forward fold. And if you'd like, step on your feet with the palms facing up. Try and get the toes in your wrist crease. And you might have to do a deep bend in the knees to do that. And maybe use your toes to give your wrist a little massage in this gorilla pose. If you took that option, feel free to release. Put a bend into your knees and inhale, arms back overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. From here, we'll run through some really simple sun salutations to build up a little bit of heat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive. Chest goes first, hinging from the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, ankles, or mat. Flat back, extending through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step back into a high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, gently lower knees, chest, chin in a caterpillar pose. Inhale to a low cobra. Gaze should be at the front of your mat. And exhale into down dog. If you'd like to do the down dog in the beginning on your toes like this, it'll stretch the front of your ankles. Feels kind of good. I do that sometimes. Just do whatever feels good. We'll be here for about 3 to 5 breaths. Walking out the dog. Again, shaking your head yes and no. Maybe you windshield wiper the feet, side to side. And inhale in the center. And exhale, tiptoe to the front of your mat. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees and root to rise. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. We'll do that again, and I'll talk a little bit less, moving with your breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale into a high plank or a low plank with knees on the ground. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, gaze goes forward, low cobra. Exhale, down dog. Maybe you stretch the tops of your ankles. And we've got about 3 to 5 breaths here. When you're ready, take baby steps to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees and reach arms overhead. Maybe you do a little back bend this time. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, chest first. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands, step back. High plank or low plank. Inhale here, and exhale to slowly lower. Inhale your chest up, and exhale to down dog. This time on an inhale, maybe you bend the knees and bring chest to thighs, and exhale, straighten out a bit. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, see if you can get your heels a little closer to the ground. Inhale, bend. Exhale to straighten. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. Slowly make your way to the front of the mat any way you'd like. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to bring arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go into another sun salutation that has some lunges in it. So if you would like to use a blanket, I should have told you that, a blanket or some type of prop. If you have cranky knees, feel free to do that. So at the top of your mat in a nice Tadasana pose, shoulders down the back. We'll reset here. Nice deep inhale, exhale at the top. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. On your next inhale, step the right foot back behind you in a runner's lunge and drop the right knee. Make sure that the left knee is in line over the left ankle. You don't want to shoot the knee over the ankle. And just hold here, lengthening through the front of the right hip flexor. So we're extending the hip flexor, which is normally flexed all day long as we sit. So really try to send your breath here and consciously lengthen that hip flexor. You can press the palms into the earth, raise the chest up a little bit more. You can even interlace fingers and hold them on top of the thigh. Take your version of a lunge. It's all perfect. few deep breaths in this posture. One more deep inhale, exhale wherever you are. Inhale in your lunge. And exhale to straighten that left leg. Try this time to keep your right hip over your right knee. So try not to sink back. And inhale to lengthen. And exhale to gently fold over your left leg. Send the breath to the back of the left knee, hamstring. One more inhale, exhale here. And on an inhale, come back to a low lunge. This time, plant the right hand right parallel to the left foot and twist towards the bent left leg. Feel free to hold this twist, or if it feels good, maybe you make circles with your arm and warm up the shoulder blades. When you're ready, set up at the top of the mat in your lunge. Inhale, lift the right leg and shoot the left leg back into a high plank. Hold for just a beat. And exhale, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. I'm going to keep it gentle today. Inhale to rise and exhale, down dog. 3 to 5 breaths in your down dog. When you're ready, inhale the right leg to the front of the mat in between your hands and exhale to lower the left knee. Low lunge on the right side. Left foot should be flat. Top of the foot on the ground. Make sure your alignment is good so you get the full benefits of this posture. Stay just like this, or you can take the option to raise the torso if you'd like. And again, consciously sending your breath to that left hip flexor. Allowing it to feel nice and long and extended. One more deep inhale, exhale here. Inhale at the top and exhale to begin to straighten that right leg, trying to keep the left hip in line with your left knee. Inhale to lengthen through the spine and exhale to hinge at your hips and gently fold over your right leg. I'm noticing that it's time for me to shave my legs. But it's quarantine, so who really cares? Inhale, exhale here one more time. And then inhale back into your low lunge, setting up for success here. Left hand goes parallel to the right foot. And inhale to open towards your right knee. Stay just like this, or maybe you circle your arm if you did so on the other side. Nice big circles. Super gentle movements. When you're ready, right hand plants next to on the right side of the right foot, and inhale to lift the left knee. Right foot goes back into a high plank, and whenever you're ready, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift up. Maybe this time you do an up dog and your thighs come off the mat. And exhale to down dog. 3 to 5 breaths here. Down dog's going to be about the most intense thing we do today. So if you don't enjoy this, maybe you come to a tabletop or a child's pose, honoring what your body needs. I don't know what you ate for lunch or how much you drank last night or what have you. So do your thing. And when you're ready, step, float, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees and raise the arms overhead, keeping shoulders down the back. Exhale, hands to heart center. We will run through that sun salutation again. So now that you know it's coming, really try to lose yourself in it, if possible. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg goes back behind you. And exhale, the left knee down, runner's lunge. If you stayed low last time, maybe this is the time that you come up. Maybe your arms go up too. If you want to take a little back bend here, that's always an option. Wherever you are, one more inhale, exhale. Inhale with the bent leg, and exhale, straighten that left leg. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. Inhale to lengthen your spine through the crown of the head, and exhale to gently fold. Hopefully feeling a little looser than you just did. That's why I kind of like to do things twice sometimes, because we're just increasing our comfort zone every time. That's really all this is about, is making our comfort zone a little bit bigger so that we feel more comfortable in more postures. Inhale to bring the knee back above the ankle and twist towards your left knee. This time, if you'd like to add a quad stretch, you can bend that right leg and grab your ankle or foot, whichever part is accessible. And you can do a little twist, opening through the left side of the body. Inhale. Exhale to release. Inhale, lift the right knee off the mat. Send the left foot back. And exhale to lower any way you'd like. Inhaling to bring the chest up. And exhale, down dog. 3 to 5 breaths. Maybe you try to get your heels a little bit lower this time. Or maybe you're like, nah, dude, I don't want to do that. Try to keep ears in the biceps with your shoulders protracted and long down the back. Try not to let the shoulders come up to your ears. Inhale, exhale out the mouth. And inhale, bring that right leg forward into a low lunge, setting the left knee down. And again, if you want a little more on this side, maybe you play around with different shapes. You can even find the arms behind the back. That's something we didn't do last time. Just make it organic. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale at the top. And exhale, straighten through the right leg. And you know the drill. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale to fold. Maybe you get a little deeper this time. When you're ready, inhale to a low lunge. Plant the left hand for stability, and right hand goes up in a twist. Perhaps you want to add a quad stretch. And look over that right shoulder. If you can't breathe normally, come back a little bit. So just honor the breath. And bringing the hands back to plant you up. Left knee goes up, right foot back, and exhale to lower. Inhale to rise, and exhale, down dog. This time we'll only be here for a second. Inhale, and exhale to come down to your knees. We're reversing our steps today. Normally I start with this, so I thought it'd be fun to mix it up. So first, align wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And rock forward and back for some wrist mobility here. Try to bring the shoulders over the wrists. Maybe you come down into a child's pose. Maybe you're up a little bit. Wherever you are, it's okay. Just inhale and exhale through these movements for a little bit. And come back to a neutral spine whenever you've had enough of that. Really open up through the palms, spread the fingers really wide, and dig the tips of each of your fingers into the mat. Thumbs should be kind of facing each other if that feels okay. And really press into it, trying to bring the eyes of the elbows to the front of the mat. So you can maybe bend and twist them, really opening up through the shoulder blades. And when you're ready, we'll run through some cat-cows. Inhaling, tail up, chin up. And exhaling to curl. Inhaling back up to cow. And exhaling, maybe you look between your knees. Few more just like this, going with your breath. Maybe you close your eyes. And come back to neutral when you're ready, and let's sink into a wide-legged child's pose. Knees to the edges of the mat. Try and have the toes touch. And melt your chest in between your thighs. This time we'll bring our arms in front of us. Keep it gentle or activate by tenting your fingers up. You should feel this in the shoulders more. And inhale in the center. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. Lengthening through the right side of your body. Inhale, walk your hands back to center. And exhale, walk your hands to the right. One more in and out breath. And inhale, back to center. From here, just play around with your hands. Maybe if you could look at me for a second, curling the wrists like so, opening and then closing, kind of doing some little mobility in the wrists here. I saw someone doing that on a video yesterday. Thought it was kind of cool. Touching the back of the hands, opening the palms. And set your hands back into a tabletop posture and bring the hips up and scoot your knees back to parallel. Take your left hand and place it under your face. And we'll inhale the right arm up as much or as little as you'd like. And we'll do some dynamic movements first. So exhale, thread the needle, and inhale, bring it back up. 2 more like that. On your third one, inhale at the top, and exhale, this time hold it. Allowing your right ear and your right shoulder to touch down. And you can leave your left hand above you, next to you, and you can press into the palm to increase the twist, or you can take that left hand and draw it behind your back. Maybe you grab your right inner thigh. Wherever you are, enjoy it. When you're ready, if your hand is behind your back, place it next to your face and inhale the right arm up one more time for a twist and exhale it down to the mat. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So 3 dynamic stretches, inhaling to open, exhaling to fold. 2 more. Inhale and exhale, hold on the other side. When you're ready, release the right hand, place it next to the face. Inhale to open one more time on the left side, and exhale, hands to the mat. From here, walk your hands out any amount and melt between your biceps. Chest lowers to the earth. Nice puppy pose. Allow your forehead to rest on the mat. Inhale, walk yourself back up to table, and then if you'd like a little back of the foot stretch, tuck your toes and sit back on the heels any amount. Inhale the shoulders down the back if you're here. And come down to your seat. Whenever you're ready, just come into an easy seat here. Inhale your arms overhead, look up, try to turn the pinkies inwards. Exhale to the right side for a little twist. Gazing over the right shoulder. Inhale and lengthen through your spine, so elongate through the crown of the head, and exhale to possibly deepen a little bit more. Inhale back to center. Take both hands behind you and we'll set up for a reverse tabletop. So hands are behind you. Bring feet in front of you and inhale to lift your hips. Hold at the top. Exhale to lower. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale, reverse tabletop. Press through the palms and the heels. And exhale, lower. Set yourself back up in an easy seat, this time the awkward side. So switch the fold of your legs. Inhale, arms overhead. Gaze goes up to. Exhale to fold, using your knee if you'd like for more intensity. And inhale back to center, and we'll reverse tabletop 2 more times. Place the feet in front, hands behind, and inhale to rise. Hold at the top. Exhale, maybe you hover this time and you don't come all the way down. And inhale to rise. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and exhale. Beautiful. Take both legs into 90-90. So set up for 90-degree angles and have a tiny space between the heel and the knee. If your knees are facing the right, then take the right arm behind you for support. Obviously, if they're the other way, then the left hand behind you. Inhale and bring the hips forward for a little wild thing action. Breathe at the top and exhale to lower. And we'll repeat that on the other side, switching your legs. Left hand goes back and inhale. Right arm goes overhead. One breath at the top and exhale to lower. If that feels good, feel free to repeat that. I like that posture. Otherwise, you can place the hands behind you and windshield wiper your legs, coming to the inside of each foot and the knife's edge outside of each foot. And when you're ready, finding your seat in the middle of your mat, come down to your back any way you'd like. You can engage the core a bit if you'd like. And we'll do some gentle figure 4 stretches and some twists to finish off. So set the knees up like you're in a bridge pose. Take the right ankle to right knee, left knee, and stay just like this, or thread the hands through and pull the knee closer. Should feel a nice stretch on the outside of the right thigh, right hip, Words are hard. Keep your shoulder blades plugged into the ground and try to keep the sacrum, low back plugged into the ground. Inhale and create space, and exhale. Maybe you melt a little bit deeper into that space. When you're ready, you can plant the left foot down, keeping the right foot on top. Hands out to a T shape and twist to the left side, using the left knee to hold down the right leg. Or you can even straighten that right leg and grab it with the left hand for a little more. 5 deep breaths here. One more in and out breath. Stay here if you want a little bit more in this posture. Otherwise, bring knees back to center on an inhale. And maybe we windshield wiper the knees back and forth to reset. Massaging the glutes too. That feels good on my butt. Inhale your knees back to center in a bridge posture, and left ankle to right knee. Keep your toes flexed, that protects your knee, and stay there or pull that stretch closer to your body. Try to feel any tension in your left hip melting away with each second you hold this pose. One more inhale here. And if you're ready, exhale to the right side. Again, keeping this figure 4 shape, or extending the left leg and grabbing your foot if you want a little more. 5 deep breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. Unless, of course, you found a sweet spot and you want to stay. Inhale your knees back up. And this time to reset, let's say 3 bridge postures. Keeping it nice and gentle, palms onto the ground, lightly touching the heels. Press through your palms, your shoulder blades, and your heels, activating all of those points of contact. And inhale to raise the hips ever so slightly. And exhale to lower. 2 more times at your own pace. One more. Maybe you hold for just a beat at the top and exhale to come down. And from here, making your way into a final resting pose. I would love it if y'all took a little Shavasana with me. I promise my dogs will not interrupt this one. Let's say 4 minutes. It's not too long, so I hope you'll stay with me for 4 minutes. So I'll keep track of the time. Let's do 4 minutes, so we'll be done about 3:24 p.m. And don't worry about keeping track yourself. I'll do it for you, and we'll just sit in silence for a little bit longer and allow ourselves this chance to decompress and be quiet and still. So wherever you are, take up space, allow the heels to touch maybe the outside edges of the mat. Shoulders plugged down into the ground, trying to reduce any arch in the back, although a little is natural. Palms are up if you're in a receiving mood, or on your heart and belly, or in your lap. Whatever feels good for you. And just breathe. Noticing how your body hopefully feels a little bit better than it did when you started. wherever you are, feel free to stay for as long as you would like. And when you are ready to come out of Shavasana, moving as slowly as you possibly can, waking up little parts of the body at a time, little wrist circles, ankle circles, full body good morning stretch. But whatever you do, take your time and move slowly. In a fast-paced world, that's a really admirable thing. So thank you for joining me. I love and respect and cherish each and every one of you, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste.